So I am off of orientation now. I finished my last orientation day. I'm gonna start my regular weekend starting this Saturday. But I'll take a look at what I ended up with, you guys. What this is these are 4 stand-up planters for the low price of free. Apparently they've had these at the facility for like 2 or 3 years, and they've been sitting behind the building for like more than a year. But I mean, even though I like the color, they're a little beat up, but they've been sitting out there. I'm going to clean them up and I'm going to repaint them. And 2 of them are going to go out on the back patio behind the garage. And the other 2, I'm thinking about putting them in the front. I just haven't decided where yet. But yeah, one more project as if I needed another one. Okay, gang, I'm actually outside of class. I'm fixing to go in here and I'm really kind of dreading it, but I wanted to take a moment to show you guys. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that looks. Yeah, the college is right on the bay. So now that we have sprung forward and you can actually see things when you come in, it is so incredibly nice. And you get to see these miraculous sunsets. And yeah. Definitely a game changer for mental health versus coming in and it being pitch black out here. It was a long weekend this weekend. 2/16s, time change in the middle, very little sleep, leaving late both days. I'm hoping it gets better from here. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. Bye, y'all. Okay, so here is the tall planter before. It's actually not terrible. I mean, it just needs some love. It's got a lot of scratching and stuff like that. So I'm going to clean it and we're going to repaint them. And I'm going to put probably 2 back on the patio and the other 2 I'm not entirely sure where. But I'm fixing to get started with some cleaning. So when I was out running around collecting all of the paint and everything that I needed from Home Depot to do these planters, I got suckered in. You know, they got plants all over the main walking area, and they're now especially like indoor plants or whatever. And I will have to show you guys what I found. And I was just like, oh, it's so tiny and it's so cute. And I was like, this little baby's going home with me. Let me show you what I found. It's a baby Venus flytrap, you guys. Look at how cute and how dainty it is. Bless it. Bless its heart. It's not very big. It's a little teensy little thing. But it was only $6. So I was just like, yeah, I think I'll take you home with me. You know? I've never had a Venus flytrap before. This will be the first one I've ever had, but I'm gonna do some reading up on them so that I can be sure that I give them the most appropriate care. But I'm gonna leave this little guy or gal on the porch so that, you know, during the summer months, you know, when their you know, door opens and closes, you know, there's still going to be like little bugs and stuff that kind of creep in here. So this little thing can be my my little helper at keeping the bugs away, or keeping the bugs down anyway. So looking at it and everything, it actually says on here, you know, your plant care, you know, instructions, but, you know, obviously it's saying, you know, keep my soil moist but not soggy, and I prefer distilled water and stuff like that. And you can leave me in this little plastic container, you know, to protect me while I still get plenty of air and light and everything. But it says that they should be replanted every 6 to 12 months. So I figured to ensure that it has more than adequate soil and drainage and all that stuff, because apparently they have to have really good soil drainage. I'm going to repot it into a bigger pot so that it's got room to propagate a little bit better. But I thought that was so cute, you guys. I mean, he's just a little baby. I think I have a plant problem, y'all. I'll have to show y'all some of the other ones that I've collected, you know. I showed you guys the dragon fruit. I've got a money tree. I have an orchid that's actually getting ready to bloom. It's actually got a whole new branch full of buds ready to open. I'll have to show you guys what else I've got real quick. As you guys know about the dragon fruit, but there is my orchid with all the little blooms on it. Sorry, that's like that little container right there. I put like dead leaves and stuff in when I clip them. An African violet. See, like right here, there's an old leaf that's got to go. I've got these guys. I got this one. This one was actually, it's like multiple plants in one, and it was in a little tiny little shallow container, and it was like $19, but I got it and I put it in an even bigger container. Then I got an elephant's foot. I got that at IKEA the last time that I went to Jacksonville, which I really thought was really pretty. Got that bad boy right there. Right now, just kind of camping out is our bird of paradise, just for now, because I'm gonna put that in the ground tomorrow. And behind Mr. Romy Man's here, I have got this bad boy here. I have got a bamboo, and I have got a bunch of succulents. So yeah, I have collected quite a few. So yeah, I might have me a little plant problem developing here. I'm not gonna lie, I do have some artificials out there too, just because that's what I started out with. Okay, so got all these planters cleaned up, got them painted. Now I have to let them dry. It says they're dry to the touch in 2 to 4 hours, to be able to handle them 5 to 9 hours, and then for full curing a full 24 hours. So I should have probably thought my placement through a little bit. It took me a little bit of time because I put them so close together, so I had to get really creative and like spray them from like an angle or whatever. So the insides of, I may have to do them again tomorrow, depending upon how things go, I guess. I'm hoping that I got enough coverage on them. I mean, I did get really heavy-handed with the paint. I bought 4 of the turbo cans, the turbo Krylon or Rust-Oleum, whichever, and it does create like running and stuff. No matter how you try to control it, you would have to be like a foot or more back away from the object that you're painting in order to not get the running. But I'm not terribly worried about that. My biggest worry is the coverage. I wanted to make sure there was enough coverage because I went with a lighter color over a darker color, and you know, there is some texture on the outside of it that, you know, could create some shadow and stuff like that. So I may have to do that again tomorrow, which I don't even know what time it is, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So come for tomorrow, I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna flip them over. I've got to do the tops and the insides of the planter so that everything is cohesive, but I'm gonna have to take a look at them, you know, turn them around, and look at the different sides in the light and see which sides need to have touch-up work done. But let me show you. So here we are, and obviously I didn't paint the bottoms, there's no point in all that, but as you can see, I mean, it looks like I got good coverage on the outside edges. I mean, there's little tiny specks of, you know, pop through, but you know, the insides, like on the insides, that's the part that I'm worried about, because I had to angle the can to be able to get coverage. I mean, like right there, I can see a couple of spots there that are going to have to be fixed, but you know, vast improvement over the dark teal or turquoise or whatever they are. So yeah, I'm gonna leave these bad boys to dry till tomorrow. See, on that one I can see a lot of spot that needs to be, see on that one too. I can see on the insides inside corners where I need to cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to come out tomorrow, flip them around so that the other way, do them, leave them again. But let me see, there's handy dandy drain holes in all these bad boys, so there are plugs in a couple of them, but I'm going to undo them so that the water can drain straight through. That might be where the facility had their problems or whatever, and that's probably why they stopped using them, because they had them plugged up. But as soon as they are all set, I'm gonna get them moved and get them filled and enjoy them. Ideally, I mean, I know I didn't need another project, but you know, I could not really turn it down when I found out that they were going to just basically throw them away and there's nothing wrong with them. They just needed to get a paint job. And all total, the spray paint cost me something like $60 for 4 cans, which is not a big deal. I mean, it's literally a can and a half of the regular Krylon spray paint. So if I had bought regular spray paint cans, it would have been just as expensive. And I still have paint left over so that I can make sure that everything is evenly coated and all that stuff. I mean, minimal investment. I mean, I really could not have bought 4 planters for $60. You know, I was actually looking at some pedestal planters and everything, and the cheapest that I found them were like 2 for $98. So $50 a piece for 2 planters, and here I am, and I got a 4 for about the same price. So can't beat that. I had plans to do other stuff today, but I got up super duper late. I went to bed super duper late. My sleep schedule is so jacked, you guys. I'm still having trouble going to sleep, and you know, even with me staying up and getting such little sleep on the weekend, you would think that my body would be like, okay, let's just crash right now. And I did the first day. I did Sunday night. But last night, my body is like, cool, we ain't got to go nowhere. Let's just stay up till 3 a.m. And I was just, you know, laying in the bed, you know, went to bed, but laid there and was caught up watching Korean drama shows. And if you hadn't caught any of them, there's a slew of them on Netflix, and they're actually really good. There's one that I'm watching now that it's like a love story, and one of the guys that is in Squid Games is actually one of the male leads. But the storyline's really actually pretty good. I mean, I haven't seen anything that looks like they've taken something and recycled it from somewhere. So, you know, what I do like about the shows though, is that, you know, Koreans appear to be very old-fashioned in their behaviors and how they engage in relationships. And I mean, like, there's no physical contact really. I mean, you might see a kiss, but they're very rare. You know, you might see hand holding, but it's kind of sort of rare. And they don't tell people frequently that they love them. They'll say, I like you. So it's, you know, it's just different, and I'm really just kind of it's kind of got me in a chokehold, as it were. So yeah, and that's probably what I'm gonna do tonight. I'm gonna take a night and just kind of chill, and you know, continue my Korean dramas, and just relax a little bit, and hopefully I'll be able to go to bed at a reasonable hour, because I want to get up tomorrow, mow this yard, finish my weed eating, try to get my planters cleaned out so that I can start planting, because here I am and I'm farting around and it's the middle of March already. And I don't want to end up in the same predicament that I did last year, where I was out here cooking all day, you know. So that's what I got. Be back through with another update as soon as I can. Appreciate all y'all. Y'all have a good day. Take care of you. Hug the people you love. And remember, hydrate, 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 because you are basically just a houseplant with more complex emotions. Talk to you guys later. Bye.